Hello and welcome to my review of Series 1, Episode 1 of New Doctor Who, Space Babies. Honestly, I'm just kind of excited that like I watched that and I was like, I haven't watched the start of a new series of Doctor Who for like nearly 3 years. And I watched it and I was like, you know what? This could be good or it could be terrible. And I was willing to accept it because we were getting new Doctor Who. And I'll be honest, and I'll give you my vague thoughts. I had a great time without being blown away. And I think that was kind of what I was expecting. But let's get in to some more general thoughts. Space Babies was pretty good without blowing me away. And I think, because there was reviews coming out and I was like, okay, people are like a lot of people are giving this nice, positive, happy 3-star review. And I was like, you know what? I would change one thing about that. I'd give it a nice, positive, happy 4-star review. Because I feel like 5-star Doctor Who, we're talking like a really good season finale, or like an Empty Child Doctor Dances, a Midnight, that kind of thing, where it just blows you away. And nothing about Space Babies, nothing at all, apart from a couple of episodes. I shouldn't say nothing, because some things will blow me away about this episode, but nothing specifically blew me away about this episode. But, well, things did, but we'll get there. But it was just, I watched it. And it was just a nice, solid, fun episode. And you know what? This did exceed my expectations a little bit. I think one of the things that I was slightly worried about this episode doing was, was doing too much for, the new Disney Plus viewers. And I know I shouldn't probably, say too much negative stuff about Disney Plus viewers. But, I don't mean that negatively, but just, new viewers in general, people who are using this as a jumping on point. And it goes through some points, but I feel like it sets up a lot of the Doctor Who-y things without doing anything necessarily negative. And I think it sets up a lot of these really fundamental Doctor Who-y ideas, giving new viewers the basics really nicely, without really, having, any, negative points where it's, over-explaining anything or doing too much. And, I feel like it just worked both angles really well, where it explained the new things for people that needed to hear it, but, didn't over-explain it for the people that clearly just loved Doctor Who. Now, let's talk about the big thing here, which is Ncuti's finally settled in for his first big episode. And so is Millie. Obviously, they both had the Church and Ruby Road. Obviously, Ncuti even had the giggle. But here, Ncuti just, I stopped, not pretending like I particularly saw Ncuti as, because before his casting Doctor Who, I loved Sex Education, and I saw his role in that, and I was like, will I be able to separate him? And, I couldn't see Eric here at all, and, as an actor, I feel like I should, be more appreciative of actors. I like other actors not being themselves, but I didn't see his Eric persona here. I saw a really doctory persona here, but also it baffles me, even as an actor or as an aspiring actor myself. It baffles me to see someone have this doctory persona and be able to, pull that off so well whilst being so unique to the other, 13 main incarnations, plus so many other, 14 incarnations. It was the 15th Doctor, because David Tennant got 2 bloody cracks at the whip, plus John Hurt, plus Peter Cushing, plus David Bradley, if you count him, and so many more different Doctor adaptations. And yet Ncuti both feels at his core the Doctor, and also is completely a new version of this character, and it's such a breath of fresh air. And not in a negative Jodie bashing way, in just a completely nice, fresh of air kind of way. And Millie's also a fantastic introduction. Again, proper, first companion adventure where they count as a companion compared to Church on Ruby Road. I think, giving the companion even more stakes in the story, and like I love it when companions figure things out before the Doctor, and like this feels like an introductory episode where Millie and Ncuti, like, as characters, feel on the same level in terms of the way they discover the story and, like, figuring things out and little bits like that. And that I just adore. I adore when a companion is, as a character, is treated with respect and, like, is allowed to, discover things, like, sometimes before the Doctor, not just making the Doctor this, like, all-powerful character who's so clever and discovers everything. It's just, I think Millie Gibson and Ncuti Gatwa smashed it. And that's where this episode does really well for me. Obviously, I need a rewatch, and subscribe, by the way, because I think me and the Fraser Oliver channel are going to do some podcasts after Doctor Who episodes, and we're going to give you some longer thoughts, and I can give you my longer thoughts about this episode then. But let's talk about some other elements, because I feel like Ncuti and Millie carry this episode, and, like, why I think I really enjoyed it as an episode. I think, where this episode, maybe isn't perfect, is, like, the story is, like, spoiler alert, obviously, like, watch the Doctor Who episode. But, like, the story is literally, like, there are some babies and they get left behind, and there's obviously, we already kind of knew that Russell was introducing some more fantasy elements due to, like, the Salt at the End of the Universe stuff and all that jazz, and the Toy Maker, and all of that was left in the universe, so therefore we can do some fantasy stuff. And, like, there are these babies and they get left behind. And there is also the boogeyman that is made by literal snot, which did make my eyes roll a little bit. If I have to have a big negative, like, it's a monster, but it's made out of literal snot. But like at the end of the episode is where I started, if I have to be honest, like, roll my eyes a little bit. I was a little bit like, oh, it's a monster, but it's made out of snot. But we still have to love it anyways. I can't pretend like I was particularly like, yes, oh my god, like that's where it started to lose me a little bit. But not gonna lie, the start of the episode does so much groundwork where it just makes me, like, fall in love with Ncuti and Millie, and I'm like, yeah, I'm invested enough in the story and the space babies, and there's some nice little action moments, especially with Eric, that random baby. I always kind of, not gonna lie, found the space babies a little bit on the creepy side, but I kind of managed to work past it a bit, and I kind of worked past it to the point where I was like, yeah, this is kind of vibes. I can't lie, but the story elements, I feel like on a rewatch this, I might just be on, like, a Ncuti and Millie hype, and maybe the episode itself isn't a world class episode. I'm just kind of vibing on Ncuti and Millie's performance, and yeah, watch that podcast to see if the story actually holds up in my mind. I have nothing more to say, but I'm now about to watch in real time The Devil's Court, and then I'll give you my review on that. I'm really excited for Jinx soon. I'll pop my review for The Devil's Court here. Apart from that, please like this video, please subscribe for all the Doctor Who content. Thank you very much. If you got to the end of the video, I'd like to reveal that before watching Doctor Who, I inadvertently, like, drank about 10 pints. No, it wasn't 10 pints, it was like about 6, my lightweight. But yeah, I had quite a bit to drink. Hence, this was technically a drunk review. But it's an early Brit and I had to get my content out. So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. Bye.